Hello and welcome to the Five Peas in a Pod. I'm Tom.
And I'm Aidan. Today we are joined by our co-hosts, Lauren, Willow, and Jasmine.
Hello.
Hello.
Together, we'll be talking about the advantages and disadvantages of social media. And eventually, later on in the podcast, we'll be talking about video games and other stuff.
What do you think is an advantage of social media then, Tom?
I'd say like an advantage of social media is that it helps connect people all the way around the world, and helps stay in touch with family and friends, which is nice. That's one good advantage.
I'd also say it allows you to meet like new people as well, so not just people that you already knew.
Yeah, definitely. But then again, you also have to be, kind of wary of that sort of thing, because you don't.
Yeah.
Not necessarily all the time. People are fake.
I think
tend
that's
to
one
be
of
people that are not.
I think that's one of the disadvantages as well as an advantage, because like it's very easy nowadays to make up like a profile, isn't it, and pretend to be someone you're actually not. It's quite scary.
It is very scary. And
Yeah.
I think that, having, someone that you don't know talk to you from, million miles away, it's kind of frightening.
Yeah.
Don't you think?
It's
Yeah,
frightening, but also quite cool. I think in like a weird sort of way.
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah.
But they could be anyone. They could
Exactly.
be
Yeah, it could be an old man.
Not even that, just true, but just people that are like dangerous. People
Yeah.
that are fake, trying to pretend to be people that are not. That's quite.
But
Yeah.
that's one of the
People in the military.
I think that's one of like the disadvantages as well. Is like it allows people to like bully other people and be like racist, and like it allows these like predators and stuff like an outlet to do what they like to do, even though like, it's not right.
It is disgraceful though, but
It's so bad.
yeah.
They can hide behind the screen and with a fake name and people won't know who it is.
Mm.
It's kind of sad that there is more disadvantages to social media than there is advantages.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There are lots of like advantages, like what you're saying, but sometimes the negatives take over the positives, and that's really, really unfortunate.
And these people first created like social media. They created it to be like a good thing, and like an outlet for people to meet new people and stuff. And I think they never intended for it to get as big as it got. And I think that's one of the reasons why it's gone the other way, is because it's so big now compared to what they expected it to be, that these like creators haven't really got any control.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely, most definitely.
And like a thing of like in the comment sections on like YouTube videos and stuff, like there's no like way to like monitor what people are commenting and stuff, because even though you want to limit what people can comment, you've also got to allow people to have an opinion.
Yeah,
So
most
it's a-
definitely.
Yeah, for the free speech.
It's a very
Yeah.
weird like thing to sort of navigate, because you want to make sure that everyone's being nice to everyone and no one's being horrible, but at the same time you can't just stop people from like you can't just have it where if someone writes something in and then they try and send it but it's a horrible message, you can't just have it where it doesn't let you send it, because then it wouldn't be a freedom of speech then, would it?
Yeah, but then
Yeah.
again, what I'd like to think is, we can't change the past, but we can make the future a better place. Like without the past, there's no future. So
Yes, you
Yeah,
got it. The
But
past is like foundation to the future.
definitely,
That's-
without a past, there isn't a future.
that's
So let's
true,
make the
and I
future
think-
a better place.
I think like in a way a lot of people don't like how it is nowadays, but you can't, unless everyone wants to change how it is, you're not going to change it, are you? Because you need at least like the majority or everyone to want to
Yeah.
change it for something to actually happen, because otherwise it's not going to make a difference because of how huge it is.
It has to be a group effort.
Yeah,
Yeah,
definitely.
definitely. Yeah.
But if someone says, yes, let's do it, they could quickly change their mind.
People are very irrational.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that sounds like a great idea. 5 seconds later, actually I don't want to do it.
Actually,
Yeah.
it takes a lot of work.
I think it's bad as well, like in terms of like self-esteem for people nowadays, like body image and stuff. Like the amount of like things on social media that are just a bit weird, like nowadays. Like all the filters on like Snapchat and that. Like there's literally filters that change like the shape of your nose and change the shape of your whole face.
I feel like it's a bit creepy.
And it's like, why would you want to change? Like, why would you want to create like filters that are changing people's like face shape? Like, what type of message is that sending to people when they use these sorts of things?
Yeah, that's a good point, Lauren, because there's something else I'd like to add about that, and that's like, I don't know, like Instagram, let's say, where people make themselves look much better. It's like you'll get people, you know, that'll take a picture of themselves and then like make themselves look even better than that, and try and make themselves look, you know, look better than
take a picture. They'll like take a picture. And then they'll edit the hell out of it, and it will be like a completely different picture to the original.
Yeah,
like,
it's kind of like catfishing.
Yeah, trying to make themselves look better than it actually is. And in actual fact, they were fine to begin with, but they just decide, you know, let's make myself better than I am. And then you get some people that will look at that and be like, oh, they've got such a great life. Why don't I? You're like, well, no, they're pretty much the same. They've just done all this stuff to make themselves look better.
What I like to try and like remember on Instagram and stuff is the fact that what you see on people's Instagram stories, it's not 24 hours of their whole day. It's highlights. It's a highlight reel. It's not every single second of their day. And the same for YouTube videos and stuff. Like when people post these videos of like what they do on a day-to-day basis, it's not their whole day. It's like half the day edited down into like 20 minutes. It's the highlights.
Yeah, so like if you record a 40-minute video, you can cut it down to 20, because half of it you don't even need.
Yeah.
So I think that's like a good thing to remember. It's all just like a big highlight reel.
Yeah.
People can. Have you heard of like Twitch?
Yes.
Stuff. Twitch is, you know, it's like to keep, you know, have online, and you know, to show that, you know, this is them, and you know, and they do it live, and they, you know, people actually get a lot of money from Twitch.
Streaming.
Yeah, and like YouTube and all these social media brands.
Yeah.
It's kind of scary because you don't know what people are gonna, you know, put on. You know what people are gonna
do.
Yeah.
And then like going back to oh, sorry, go on, Lauren.
I was just agreeing with what Aidan said.
Yeah, and it's like you know, that's quite similar. Going back to what we talked about earlier, people are making themselves look better. You know, you see a lot of that on like YouTube and Twitch, and that sort of thing. You just think, like, why?
Have you got anything you want to add?
Well, it's like going back to the beauty stuff, and it's like it's harder nowadays because there has to be a certain image put out there.
Like Barbie and
like I wish that like all these people that like read like these beauty magazines and that were able to go to these shoots and actually see how much they change, because all these people that are reading these magazines believe that what they see in the magazine is how that person actually looks, but it's not. They've been molded and like shaped and changed.
They don't need to see the BTS of what they do.
And that's like in like adverts sometimes when you see brands using certain like when they're advertising their products, you know, they get, you know, these people that are, you know, very quite attractive and stuff and very young, say, oh, if you use our product, look, you know,
like
you look
on
even
these
better.
on these magazines, like they like push your hair back, they add more curves into like people's bodies and make them look slimmer and
definitely
all that sort of stuff. Like I wish these people were able to actually see what they did before they read the magazines, and I wish that like young girls knew that behind like the pictures and all that sort of stuff, there's a heck of a lot of like hair, makeup, costume, editing
Agreed.
that actually goes into it all, because I don't think a lot of people know that that pretty much every single image, or actually no, not pretty much, every single image in a magazine is edited the hell out of, so that it doesn't look anything like the original.
Yeah, because one product isn't going to completely change you at all.
Mm.
You know, it might, you know, help you. It's like if you've got like a hair product, let's say it was targeted towards people, you know, 40, 50s, maybe something like that, you know, and then they put on the product and then they show like the before and after picture. You think, yeah, that's not what it's going to do. You know, it's not just going to work like that. You've had work done for it to be like that, right?
Yeah, and it takes out a few months if you do it every day.
I just think that like with these types of things, you've got to be like very, very careful in like what you say to people, because yes, it's not healthy to be stick thin, and you do need to like be like a good weight. Like you don't want to be really, really skinny. But at the same time, you don't want to be like the opposite. Like you don't want to be really, really overweight either. So I think you've got to be very careful, like what you like put on the front of these magazines and stuff, because they had like a woman on a magazine the other day, and they were speaking about it on the news, and she was like really, really like obese, and people were saying like this is wrong because she's not just like a little bit. She was literally like dangerously like
that's surely not healthy for the body.
And it was making out that it was a good thing, and it's like, yeah, it's good to not be stick thin, but you also don't want to be the other extreme where like you're the other way.
Yeah.
You have to be very careful. You have to get that perfect medium, don't you? And that's very hard sometimes, I think.
Very hard.
Yeah.
And some people on social media, sometimes people like they push that. They push you to become, you know, slim, and maybe even if you went from obese to being, no, not even obese, maybe even like, you know, not even like an average. Some people might even like say in the comments, "Oh, you're too fat, ugly cow."
It's this whole idea of what society calls acceptable, isn't it? It's this whole like idea of if you don't fit into that image, then you ain't welcome, pretty much.
Yeah.
Like
what I like to think is, you know, you should be happy with who you are, you know, and even if it's going back to what you're saying about, you know, being obese or whatever, you know, just go out there and, you know, be happy. And if that, you know, it takes a lot, it does, because when I was younger, you know, I was a little bit bigger than, you know, I am now, and it takes a lot, you know. You need to focus on, you know, what you're doing, like what you're taking in, like what you're eating, and how much exercise you do and stuff. And then as you progress and see progress, you'll become happier and happier, and that's something that I wish, you know, people would be, you know, just happy with who they are, because it's tough when you get people to do that.
Staying on like social media and showing off your body to other people, and them going, you know, saying mean things, that is not healthy.
No.
And you responding to them by actually like you know, changing your body for them. Don't change your body for them. Change it for you.
Yeah.
I think a lot of the time it's the thing of, especially with like influencers and that, like, you know, people are quite horrible to influencers when they post a picture and they say like, oh, you're too skinny, or you're too fat, sort of thing. They think because they've got so many people that love them and that support them, they're not going to be affected by what one person says, but they are.
Yeah.
Like, it's always like when you read like the comments of something, you can have like 100 like good comments, but you'll always pick out and remember
Yeah.
the bad ones.
To say the bad ones, they
It's-
do stick out, don't they?
It's
Yeah.
always the bad
Yeah.
ones that you remember. You don't ever remember someone going, "Oh, you look lovely." Like you always
It's like memories. It's like memories as a child. You always remember getting hurt and never, going and getting ice cream, going to the park.
Yeah, but sometimes you see you have to look at, when you talk about like stuff like that, you have to look at both sides of the coin really, because some people, they can be nasty, and you know, one thing I've always gone through my life is not caring at all what anyone thinks of you. I'm happy with who I am. My family's happy with who I am, so I'm going to continue what I want to do, and I'm not going to change for the sake of some random on the internet.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
So, yeah, be happy. That's what I'd say. Be happy with who you are and go out there. All right.
I agree.
Right. Should we wrap this section up?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, guys.
Talking about being happy, I think
Yeah.
there's a good subject we could move on to.
Yeah.
Yes.
Video games.
Video games.
Most definitely. Okay. All right. We're gonna have a quick break, and then we'll see you in the next bit.
Yeah.
Welcome back, everyone, to the 5Ps in the pod. In this section, we'll be talking about new games coming out this year, and Aidan will be talking about old video games.
Tom, what is your favourite video game? Just plainly out there. What would it be? What's your favourite video game of all time?
Oh my god, there's a lot out there.
No, don't even think. Just give a name of a game. Just right now. Go.
I'd say Call of Duty.
Call of Duty.
Yeah.
I never really.
If you had to rank your favorite games, Tom, in like top 5.
Top
What-
5.
What would be
Well, like,
your? Yeah, go on.
either like top 5 or top 3.
Your top 3. Shorten it down a bit.
Okay. Alright, I'll do top 5.
Go on.
So,
Go on.
Call of Duty.
Yeah.
Minecraft.
Yeah.
Pretty good.
Good.
Forza.
Yeah.
The Long Dark, that's pretty good. And best one, Detroit Become Human. That game's
Detroit
amazing.
Become Human.
That is my
Isn't there,
favourite game
Isn't
of
there
all
like
time.
isn't there like multiple Call of Duty games?
Yeah,
Are you someone
There's-
serious?
Loads.
What's your favourite one then, Tom?
Black Ops 3. That was awesome.
I'd say my game is probably like my like favorite games are probably anything by like Telltale, like
Yes,
like you know the games that where you have to make decisions
Mm.
and like it's influenced by your decisions. So like I like those sorts of games.
Like Walking Dead.
So like yeah, so
Yeah,
like I like
They were good.
Dead.
Batman.
I like Minecraft story mode is a good one as well.
Mhm.
other thing, and I also quite like The Sims. I'm quite into Sims at the moment.
Tom, what is your? Is there a new game coming out of a new Call of Duty game coming out this year?
I think there is actually.
Oh, is there actually?
Yeah. So there's a list here that I have of some video games that are coming out this year. So one that I've seen already, Hitman 3, absolutely amazing. It's really good, really good.
It does look really good, doesn't it?
Yeah. So does Halo Infinite. That looks cool.
Yes.
Isn't there a Hitman game on the Nintendo Switch?
Probably.
I think so. I think Bill is correct. There might be a.
I know it's on PC at the minute.
I don't get how they can keep making like Call of Duty games and stuff off like that, because surely you're going to get to a point where you can't improve anything and you can't add anything to it. Like
that will happen eventually. But...
What are they adding to this new one that isn't in all the others that they've already brought out? Like, surely you're gonna get to surely you're gonna get to a point where the only thing you can improve is the graphics.
I was gonna say they've been adding it for like God knows like how many years? 15 years, something like that. It's been a long time.
Yeah.
Because surely with like the first couple of games they could obviously add new features and new tasks and like new things to do, but it will get to a point where like the only thing they can improve is like the way the game looks, and
it's gonna get repetitive,
and people will get very bored of it very quickly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's gonna be bad.
That's kind of how I felt with games that like Battle Royale and stuff. You've seen so many of them. It's just nice to see something different, I think.
Thing is, something different about like Call of Duty games is Minecraft. Is because we all know Minecraft, and it hasn't been improving the graphics or anything. It's been improving like what they're actually in the game.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what makes games like more popular, I think, as well. Like, I think that's like the only way they can bring out new games and make people want to actually play them is add in new things in, because if you're just gonna like improve the graphics, not many people, unless you're like a really, really sort of like you really like your graphics on games, you're not gonna spend more money buying pretty much the same game with better graphics if you've already got like the original. Like, do you know what I mean? You're not just gonna upgrade it because of the graphics.
I would like to give a different side out, because there are some games. Have you Tom? Have you heard of Resident Evil?
Yeah, they're good. Resident Evil 7
the first one is really bad graphics. It's like really old, and it's like the talking is bad. It's
Yeah, when was that made though?
Ages ago.
Yeah.
Like,
that's true. It's really interesting to see of where video games have like started to where they are now. And something else I just want to quickly add, sorry, and that's Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War is coming out.
That's
2021. Yeah.
Because in the new, because Resident Evil. Sorry, going back to it.
That's right.
They've actually done a remastered version of, I think, the first one. Tom, is this right?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
Yeah, they've done a remastered version of that, which they just upgraded the graphics, and everyone actually still bought that, and everyone still, they still play. They still played it, and they literally just, I think it's sold out like multiple times.
That's what remastered does, though.
Yeah.
Is that like PlayStation and Xbox? They bring out a new console, but you can still play it on the 360.
Yes.
It's like Call of Duty. They make a bunch of new maps that are remastered or whatever. It's like zombies.
Yeah.
They made a remaster for Origins.
I was really happy,
really
going on to like a completely different game. I was really happy when they added into Minecraft, when they added in the mini games and like the servers.
Oh yeah.
Because like it added something, rather than having to like create your own world and like just be able to build stuff.
Is this in the 360 version?
it's in the 360 and the Xbox One, isn't it? It's on both.
It's on the. I think it's not on the Xbox. No, it is on the Xbox One. It's on the 360 and the Xbox One. Yeah. Right.
Yeah, it is on the Xbox One.
But it's so sad that when they updated it, when they got it added to the new, when they made the new version of Minecraft, they made it for everything. That they got rid of this feature and they made servers, and now these servers don't have those features, so it's kind of like taking something away.
I'm glad that they did like the mini games though, because it gave, rather than just like inviting your friends into like an empty world and just like either killing each other or building stuff, you actually had like something to do. Like it wasn't just like your own imagination. It was like there was a goal to it. Like you either had to. It was either survival games or it was Spleef.
Thing is, though, when I was playing my Minecraft for recently actually, and I built this. I was just chilling. I was just not really doing much, and I built a giant cobblestone tower that hit the ceiling, and then I was like, oh, what do I do now? And so I actually just went down and just dug all the way down, straight down to the bedrock. And I extended the tower down to bedrock. And then I didn't know what to do, so That's
dangerous, that is, because you could come straight to lava. You should never, ever dig straight down.
That's the number one rule.
I didn't dig like straight down. I did like a quarry sort of thing, and I just like
that's the number one rule in Minecraft. You never ever dig straight down. You don't know what you can land in.
I played. Oh, sorry. Go on.
Then I ran out. Then I got bored, and so I built a Tesco's.
Yeah.
Of course you did.
I played with my little brother, and we made like an underwater type base, full glass and everything. It was really good fun, and we also built like a KFC, which was pretty good.
I was trying to build the other day. I was trying to build like you can get like the generated like villages with all like the villages in. Yeah. I was trying to create like an emerald, diamond, gold version of like a village, so like a really sort of posh version of one, but it was up in the sky rather than on the ground. So it was like I basically just built straight up and then did like a big platform and then put on the platform I put like corridors made out of diamond, and then I created rooms out of emerald, and put villages in there.
I like games like these where you can just create anything you want, and you can just like Sims, Minecraft. Have you guys heard of Terraria?
Yeah.
I played it for a little while.
And like Animal Crossing, all these games.
No, I've never got into Animal Crossing.
Have you played it?
It's so good.
I've watched people. I've tried to watch people play it, but I get really bored.
You got to play it yourself. You got to play it yourself to really understand, and get it. But
one thing that games do really well, and that's just allowing you to escape out the real world and just It's like with Minecraft and Terraria and stuff. You can just you're free to do what you want.
Yeah.
And it's really It can be really relaxing.
The world is your imagination.
Just exactly, yeah.
That's really cool. The
world is your oyster.
Yeah.
Is the saying.
And then it's like when you play Call of Duty. That's how I find it. It's a nice release.
Did you guys ever watch the Minecraft trailer? The first one. When it came out.
No.
Yeah. Yeah.
Quite possibly.
Whenever I rewatch that again, I always get like a weird feeling in my stomach.
Nostalgia, probably.
Yeah, and I feel like wow, this trailer really wants me to play Minecraft again.
I had a urge to really want to play it like the other day, and that's why I started building that emerald thing, because I just had an urge to just build something.
Yeah.
Have you ever played Minecraft in 2014?
What was it that like?
Yeah, I played it.
If you played it So there was this entity called Herobrine. It
Oh,
was very
Oh, yeah,
popular and
yeah.
very scary.
Yeah, and could
We'll
you
say that-
but couldn't you spawn him in as well? There was a structure you could build to spawn it in.
I think that might be in the mod.
Yeah, that was a
Yeah,
mod.
he wasn't actually in the game, but people coded him in the game.
People, you ran with the joke, and they went with it.
But
And-
Tom,
but-
but Tom, I've got a question.
Hmm.
In terms of games, would you prefer to play like games normally, or would you prefer to play them in VR?
Both.
VR.
Because my brother, he has a VR headset, and I just think, it's really good fun. We have Super Hot. You guys heard of that?
I've heard of Super Hot, yeah.
Oh,
No,
it's
I
great.
haven't.
No.
So you play as like a character, and there are like people that are trying to attack you or whatever.
Yeah.
And each time you move, like let's say they would shoot a gun or whatever, right? The
Apparently,
bullet would come towards you, and as you like move, it comes closer and closer, and you've got to try and find objects to block it and stuff. It's good
yeah.
fun, pretty good.
Apparently, like VR makes people really, really motion sick.
Yeah, I get that. I've tried VR once, and it made me really.
Yeah, I had that when I first played it. I was like, what is going on?
I have natural motion sickness, so I get really ill by playing those games. They're like VR
I want to play if I do ever get one. I don't know if I'm going to. If I do ever get one, I want to play like the game where when you're like hitting the cube, so you're stood still, but like the blocks are coming towards
Beat Saber.
you. Yeah, that's it.
Oh, that is so good. Beat Saber's
It
amazing.
looks hard.
I want to
is.
I want to play that, but I don't know if I'd be actually any good at it. But it looks really fun.
I think if it's not like it's like repetition. If you learn how to hit the boxes properly and get everything right, you can do it really well eventually.
Yeah.
So, Aiden, what are some old video games that
Have
you
you
like?
guys ever heard of the first video game, Pong?
Yes.
Pong was made in the 60s, and it's like a tennis game where you pong a ball back and forth between two walls, and one player controls one wall, another player controls the other wall, and to get a point, the one wall has to get the ball, the square, over to the other side's screen, like behind the wall.
It sounds like sounds like a bit like table tennis.
Yes,
or
it
something,
is.
isn't it?
It is a tennis game.
Isn't it like table tennis and air hockey in one
Yeah,
game?
it pretty much is. It pretty much is.
Yeah, that's that, and just think, what, in the 60s that was made, and then you see what we've got now.
Yeah.
How far it's changed over the years and
The
stuff.
graphics, they're like, because people have everything's been built up, everything's been upgraded.
Yeah, I think
Everyone-
VR is going to be the
everyone's
future, most
Everyone
definitely.
found
Is
new
there
material.
anywhere where you can actually still play that game, or is it like completely
Yeah.
off?
You can
Yeah.
you can probably just search on your phone Pong, and then it'll probably come up.
And Pac-Man, stuff like that.
And Pac-Man.
That was a few more years in to the future that was.
Is Just Dance on VR?
I don't think there is, but you could probably play it in something. Like, Tom, have you heard of VR chat?
Yeah, I was thinking that.
There's people have built-in invitations where you can probably play it. See, there's these things like motion trackers, which you can put on your body, like on your wrists and your ankles and your knees and your elbows.
Yeah.
And you can actually.
It sounds like a
move around.
torture device.
Pardon? It's not a torture device. It's not like It's only like little things that go on your wrist and shoulders and knees and stuff.
Mhm.
And you can like move around, and your character in the game will move around as like you. Because normally, you normally just get them moved. No, just move your hands. Really, that's all you're gonna do. Just move your hands because you've got controllers. But with like the wrist, isn't it also like the stomach, Tom? I don't know where you normally have it. Does your brother had motion trackers?
No, I don't think so. He's just got the headset and the two controllers that just go with it, and he plays Super Hot, and there's some stuff on Roblox as well that he plays.
Oh yeah, I've heard about that.
What you can do? What you can do?
it's weird.
Roblox in VR.
Yeah. I played it once. It's pretty weird. There's a bunch of people that have just floating heads. You just throw stuff around.
Yeah.
You know, it's a little table
It's
tennis court.
so cool what people can do these days in like
It
something
is.
small as Roblox.
Yeah,
The code isn't
Roblox-
that large, but they do a lot in it. You know.
Roblox is just like that's been around. I started playing them 2012.
2015, I think it came out.
I think my account.
2015. It was like 2005, I believe. Honestly, that's when they started making it. It started to kick off a bit in like around 2008, and ever since then it's just gotten better and better. Really.
It's really just upgraded, isn't it?
Yeah, it's been around a long time.
Was it called something else before it was called Roblox?
Probably. I'm not sure. I'll find out.
So, what are you two's favourite games? Willow, what's your favourite game?
At the moment, I like playing Minecraft.
Yes.
I'd say probably at the moment I'd say Sims.
Yeah.
My close second is Animal Crossing.
I haven't
It's
really been playing games recently. Actually, I've been doing other stuff. Ugh. But who here has got a Switch and an Xbox?
I have.
I've got a Switch.
I have an
I had
an
an
Xbox, but I don't have a Switch. No.
Oh. Who plays Animal Crossing? I'm guessing just
Me.
you, Willow.
I
Yeah.
don't.
I don't.
The Animal Crossing is good though. I don't understand it, Lauren. You should play it. You'll like it.
I don't think I will. It's not my. It's not my thing.
It is.
So,
Yep. Sorry, Tom.
so that's all right. Thank you. So other than like Animal Crossing and stuff
Mhm.
like that, what other games do you guys like? I know we said
Roblox.
Minecraft and that sort of thing, but any shooter games or something like that?
I
like.
I like the Walking Dead games.
Yeah.
And like what's the other one that's by like Telltale? The one
Batman.
no, the one called Wolf
Wolf Within.
something.
Wolf Within.
No,
I don't know.
can't remember what it's called now.
Wolf Alone.
I'm gonna look because
Yeah,
that's
you look.
because that's bugging me.
Werewolf.
It is to do with a werewolf.
One Night Ultimate Werewolf.
No, wait, I'm gonna Google it.
Have you guys seen like games like, where your choices matter in certain games?
Actually,
Minecraft
That's what I-
Story Mode.
Ooh.
That's what a Telltale game is. That's what like the
Yeah.
internet does.
Yeah.
Have you guys
It's
heard
like,
of
That's the company that creates it is Telltale.
but they
heard of,
went on
Grounded.
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 Don't think so. No. Why? What's it about?
I've not heard of Grounded. Have you guys heard of Ark at least? Ark's like-
Ark.
Yeah.
Okay, so Grounded is a bit like that, but you're very small, and you're in a garden, and there's insects everywhere. So
Oh, okay.
and
Sounds
it's
like a nightmare.
It is pretty much a nightmare. I played it recently, and it's so scary. You wouldn't know how many spiders chased after me.
Yeah.
Me trying to run away.
Cho-
That's one of the new games coming out.
Yeah. Going back to like the choices matter game. There's one called Until Dawn. Don't know if you guys have
Yes.
heard of that.
Yeah.
And Man of Medan, I believe it's called. They're pretty cool. I was
Is Until Dawn a bit like Dead Space?
Pardon?
Is Until Dawn a bit like Dead Space?
I believe Alien Isolation is, if you've heard of that. It's a horror game set in space.
Oh yeah.
It's based off the film Alien, and you play as the daughter.
Is that the one with the robots?
Yeah, it had and the alien on the ship. It's really good.
Spooky game.
Pretty cool. Yeah, but
Spooky game is scary.
it
Who
takes
here
like
played spooky games? Horror games?
No, but I
not
walked
really.
Oh my god. I got forced into playing Dead Space because my friend was just like, yo, play Dead Space or I will stop talking to you. And then I was just like, okay.
That's what it is. The wolf among us.
That-
Oh yeah,
I thought it's called a Wolf Within.
I've
What is
heard
called
of
Wolf Within? Never mind, don't worry about me, sorry.
I've heard of that though.
That's another Telltale game.
Is that the one where he turns into a wolf?
Yeah, he's a police officer or something like that. And let me read out the genre for it. Does it say what it is? On the creators of the Game of the Year award-winning series The Walking Dead, a Telltale game series. It's based off comic books.
Ah!
Oh, okay.
Oh wait, is it, because, hold on. Isn't it like, oh, I think I know what you're talking about now.
If you go onto your app store and type in like The Walking Dead, but then scroll down, it comes up with it because it's another Telltale game.
What's it called again?
The Wolf Among Us.
Oh wow.
Yeah,
Oh,
it's such a shame though that the company, they're not around anymore.
Yeah, they
They
went
went bust.
they went bankrupt, didn't they?
Yeah, unfortunately. But they finished The Walking Dead. Was it? I can't remember. Was it? Is it chapter 4? I think it was something like that.
There's loads of games for The Walking Dead. If you type in The Walking Dead,
Yeah.
it's not just the original series now. You've got Walking Dead New Frontier.
Yeah.
You've got Walking Dead. Yeah, there's loads of Walking Dead games.
Yeah,
Walking Dead A New Frontier.
Telltale is very popular, isn't it?
Walking Dead. Monica, I don't know how to pronounce her name, but there's another one.
There's the one called The Walking Dead, the final season, A New Frontier, like the one you just mentioned, and what's the
They
second?
did loads on that franchise.
Yeah,
There's
season
loads.
2. Oh yeah, it's just they're in seasons. Season 1, 2, 3, and 4.
Oh man.
Yeah, I personally
On
Yeah,
the
go on.
App Store, you can actually, if you type in The Walking Dead, you can actually get the full game, and then inside the full game, there's all three series, but all four series, but there's also the New Frontier is a completely separate game to the others.
I did personally. I think the first one and the second one were the best. They were really good. The first one, without doubt, the best one. Then the second, and then third and fourth. I thought.
Did you ever actually play those games, Tom? Like, have you ever played them?
Yeah, I've played part of them. Yeah.
Aren't they
And I've
a
also
bit
got-
scary?
Kind of, I suppose.
That's all part of the adventure, Aiden, being scared.
Oh, I don't
It
want.
makes it fun.
I don't like being scared.
I don't like being scared.
No,
either.
it's like horror films. I choose to make yourself scared. Like, nah.
Because there
I
wouldn't
get
be, wouldn't there
scared
be
by
jump scares? And
children's
stuff?
TV.
Yeah, there are jump scares in it. But
At the end of the first series of
Don't
like
spoil
of
it,
like
don't spoil it,
the
don't spoil it, don't spoil it, don't
of
spoil
the
it.
first like game, I was so gutted with the final decision.
Oh no. Oh no. My God,
but Aiden, the game has been out for what?
Yeah, but
10 or
Tom,
12 years.
I might play it.
I was
But, yeah,
I was so gutted with the final decision, like
Yeah.
because obviously she's with Lee, isn't she, for the whole game?
Yeah, but we won't say because Aiden hasn't played it.
He's not gonna play it because he's scared.
I'm gonna play it eventually.
All right, Aiden, I'm gonna get back to you by the end of the week. You got to have played it, and I'm gonna quiz you on it.
Oh no.
Yeah.
That's...
But it is a great game, Aiden. It is. It's really good.
I don't have enough time to play it. I'm busy. I'm so busy. Oh, you know what? I'll be so busy that I probably won't be able to play it. Oh dear, what should I ever do? What
Play
should I know.
Yeah. They're
Have you
great.
guys heard of Nintendo? I guess
Yeah.
you have.
I do.
We've got mostly all of the Nintendo DSs and Game Boys.
Oh my god. I didn't realise that Nintendo was the creator of the Game Boy.
How do
I
you
didn't-
not know that?
I didn't know it. I was just like, when I found out, I was just like, wait. Nintendo
There's
made the
also
Game
a-
Boy?
There's also a game called Fear the Walking Dead Run.
Oh. Is
Mm.
that on like phone?
App Store, yeah.
God. I don't like all these scary
With
spooky
like,
zombie games.
I always find though that did you know that on the App Store for
Yeah.
like certain apps and stuff, the company that makes the game or the app sometimes actually put in their own reviews so that that people look at it and go, oh, that's good. So like now, like I never really know if it's an actual review from someone who's played it or like a review from the developer. I only found out that a little while ago. I didn't know that up until like someone said it to me.
You wanna find a YouTuber who's actually making a game, and then because I don't think they would lie about all of this stuff.
I had a YouTuber's game once, but it's been taken off the App Store now, and you can't get it.
Oh,
And
what's
I'm
it
so
called?
What was it?
gutted. It was
What was it?
It was Illo. It was iBallistic Squid. It was
That was a very
was-
fun game. I
it was
enjoyed that.
it was iBallistic Squid's one where you had to do the keepy ducky.
Yeah, you can play that in Minecraft if you recreate it.
Mhm.
Pardon?
You can play it in Minecraft because that's where it first started.
How can you how? Yeah, but
You,
you have to.
You can download
Yeah,
the
but you
world.
have to. Oh, but you have to build it, don't you? You can't actually just play it.
Can't you download the world where he built it?
No, because it's a private world.
Oh no.
You can recreate. You can build it yourself from the video.
What exactly are you guys talking about?
I wouldn't even have a
Keepy
clue. How,
ducky.
What does that mean?
I wouldn't even have a
Or
clue.
you've got
how
to keep the ducks in the air by shooting eggs at them.
Oh.
Yeah, I wouldn't even have a clue how to make that now, Willow.
Yeah,
I'm
I haven't heard of that game.
I'm
but
so gutted that it got taken off though, because I love that game. And I deleted it for a little while, and now you can't get it back. It's been taken off.
That's weird that you can whenever you delete a game deletes itself from the App Store, can't you still play it?
It doesn't delete itself. It gets deleted by the people that put it on there.
Have you heard of Unspeakable's game, Chasecraft?
No.
Oh, it's like running games.
A bit
Subway
like what's it called?
Subway Surf.
Yeah, and like Temple Run.
Yeah, it's
And
kind of like
and
that.
Indians and Indian Rush.
Yeah, it's like those games, but you gotta like Help Unspeakable from the Monsters.
I don't think many people like those games, do they?
I do.
We do.
Not many people not people in general like those games. You guys are just
I think it's more like it's based at like 10 years and under, I think.
Ugh.
So there are some good. I was just thinking about this now. Like there are some like really good mobile games.
Jetpack Joy.
Oh, Jetpack Joyride. Oh, I remember that.
I haven't played it in years, but I saw that yesterday on the App Store. I was like, oh, I might get that, but I've not played it in years.
I remember. I think there's. I remember it so vividly now. Oh wow.
Those were the best games. And now you get like these games where you just move a person to collect blocks.
Yeah, we've had a nice chat about that sort of thing.
I hope you guys had a great time enjoying us talk about video games and social media disadvantages and advantages. Well done, everyone. I'd like to thank you, Lauren, Willow, and Jasmine, and have a very nice day, everyone. Goodbye.
You too.
Bye.